If you're going through bereavement, the holidays can make the process even tougher. KEYC News 12's Lisa County has more in tonight's Thrive segment.
Well, yes, I am here with Dr. Darcie Jacobs with Mankato Clinic, Department of Psychiatry and Psychology. And Dr. Jacobs, this is a time of year where there's a lot of joy in the world, but not for everyone.
Correct. The holidays are a time of tradition for most people, and traditions typically will help us to feel connected to other people and give us a sense of community. But if someone is going through grief and has lost a loved one recently, it can be a really challenging time for them, because when that person isn't there anymore, those traditions are going to be different for them.
Is there anything that we can do to help sort of get them through this time of the year, or that they can do?
I guess I would say for most people it would be important to plan ahead for the holidays, not to try to avoid, because the holidays will come upon us, you know, whether we want them to or not. And so if a person can think about, you know, how do I want to approach the holidays? Is it going to make me feel closer to that loved one, to engage in those same traditions that we've always had? Or maybe it's time for new traditions. Maybe it's time for those to evolve a little bit, because perhaps it's too painful to go through the same traditions that we've had.
Yeah, and if you're trying everything you can and you're still feeling quite blue, when should you come in to see a professional?
Well, I think you know, there is some overlap between bereavement and depression, and I think the differentiating factors would be, with bereavement over months it will eventually get better, and not fully better, but you'll see some fluctuation in it. You'll start to have happy memories about the loved one that's gone. Where depression will progressively get worse or stay the same. There will also be times where you'll maybe have thoughts about death, which is out of character for bereavement, and not fully accepting that that loved one has passed on, and being able to cope with the reality.
And just come in and talk to someone, and that might be a helpful tool.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's coming in to see your primary care provider, to reach out for therapy, or even to seek out grief groups.
Okay, well, thank you for joining me today, Dr. Jacobs. And we'll have more on this topic for you at KEYC.com/thrive.